Hi pals, it's Strawberry Witch again here today, and I'm doing something a little different. Dinkum recently released its 1.0, it's full release, and with that, they launched creative mode. I've played a lot of Dinkum in my time. I think I've got like 60 hours on it or something. And it's a great game. It's a great little survival game. This game is much more like Minecraft, to be very honest with you, except the fact that you can move villagers in and you make like a little town. But when it comes to the decorating and creative mode, it's more like Minecraft. And the survival aspects of it, definitely more like Minecraft. The main difference is that you are making a village, right? You're moving people in and creating a community. They released their 1.0 and their creative mode, so I'm playing around with it. I have done a little bit more after this, but this was one of the first, I think this was the second real thing I tried to build. Honestly, this was the first building I was decorating. Before this, I was just doing like campground decoration. So this is the first real build I'm doing for a building, which is John's Goods, because that's the first one you get. So this is gonna be a little rusty because I'm still figuring out what I'm doing. I just know that I love waterscaping. Waterscaping gives me so much life. Gives me so much life. I love doing it. So that's you're gonna see a lot of that. I actually end up start making a little river. I get sidetracked and start making a river. I'm still very new, so give me some grace. I was still figuring out how everything worked and figuring out the best ways to build things, but I did have a lot of fun doing this. And I think that's what's most important, you know? When I was going into this build, I had no idea. Like, I did not have a theme or an idea for what I was doing, to be very honest with you. I was just kind of terraforming to see what would happen. I knew I wanted waterfalls because when you're water scaping. You gotta have a nice giant waterfall somewhere, you know. I was trying to really just use the natural land. I'm trying to do that a lot in these Dinkum builds to mostly just work with the land. I mean, I'll do some building, some terraforming and stuff, but I really only did that a little bit. I was mostly just working with what I had. And this is where I start accidentally making a river. Because I was like, how cool would it be? There's this natural like dip right here. How cool would it be to just have this little river running to the side of the building? So I run out of water beds again. But I like stop it right here. And then I come back later and I finish it to actually connect it to the actual river over there. But this is what I did for now. For the most part, yeah, I was trying to just work with the land. But here, obviously, I was like, I don't like how there's just a giant wall back here. So I was trying to make it look a little bit more natural. But I don't know if I succeeded. I know it's just a straight line. Hold on, you'll just stay with me. You'll see it in a second. You'll see what I'm working with in a second. Boop. I did this. Oh, I didn't show you. I'm gonna start, yeah, see, I start building down to make it look more of like a mountain kind of thing. And I tried to do it uneven so it would look much more natural, but I don't know if I accomplished that. But I definitely did try. I gave it the good old college try. Because I didn't like the idea of just this giant wall. Especially if I'm trying to work with the naturalness, that's not the word, what the land gives me, then I definitely did not want this giant flat wall in the back. So I did try to fix it up a little bit. And this is where I really learned how to use the fucking compactor and the dirt printer, because I had never used them before this. I had never used them before this creative mode build. So we all learning out here. We all learning new things. learning new things. And speaking of learning new things, you see me pick out an axe, and then I streamed this, and chat told me just get the what is it? What is it called? The tool that's an axe and a pickaxe at the same time. That thing changed my life. I had never used that before. So that thing changed my life a little bit. And now I'm gonna put in the building supplies. So, because I don't want to do any decorating until the actual building is built. So I go to sleep twice, come back, the building is here, and now I'm going to start actually decorating. Like I said, I came into this, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just throwing shit down to see what happens. But I do like Dinkum, and honestly, I've played 60 hours of Dinkum, and going into creative mode, I have realized I have barely scratched the surface of what exists in Dinkum. I've never been to the second floor of the mines. Obviously, I've never been to the third floor of the mines. So there's just so much there. And like obviously I didn't know about all of these different machines, like the dirt printer, this pickaxe axe. So many of the decoration items and clothes that I had never seen before. Also, that random lava over there was me being like, what's this? It's lava. You can make, oh my gosh, I made like a mining area for when I get the mine. And I made a lava. I made a fucking lava river. It's pretty dope. It's like this giant lava waterfall. You'll probably see it in some future speed build or like a tour or something. But it's pretty cool. Those lava beds are really fucking cool to have a lot of different terrains. Like if you wanted to have a town that was surrounded by lava, you totally could. Like how this is why I say Minecraft. You know what I mean? This is why I say Minecraft, because that's some Minecraft shit. Oh, I think no. Okay. I thought I was about to do the river. I made this little path. I like how it's not straight like me. And I think it came out pretty well. I left those tiles there, that pink and marble, and I never picked them up. So when I show you at the end what the building looks like, they're just sitting there. They're not a permanent part. I just need to point that out. I just set them down and then I absolutely forgot about them for the rest of the speed. I just absolutely forgot about them. So, oopsies. Here's me using the pickaxe axe. That is absolutely changing my life. It's great. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Would recommend. Oh, I got a beehive. I haven't watched this. Oh, but I missed. That's funny. Yeah, I did stream this. So if you're interested in streams, watching things live, I do sometimes these videos and stuff that you see are edited down VOD. So like if you've seen my art journaling videos, I have streamed those before. So if you're interested in that, I stream my Sims a lot. I think I've streamed all but one of my Sims videos. They were not pre-recorded, they were just streamed. So if you're interested in watching those, sometimes I stream Harvest Moon, sometimes I stream Marvel Rivals. What else have I streamed? Recently, at least. I streamed Dinkum Creative Mode. This is what that's from. What else? I think that's it for recently. So if you're interested in watching that kind of content or the content that you see here live, you can check out my streams. I stream at least once a week. I try to stream twice a week though. And you can have a good little time if you like live videos. So that is there. But if you can't and you miss it, I do usually upload this stuff here. So no worries, no worries. Now, here's me trying to figure out what the fuck I want to do because I had no idea. At this point, I was still learning the catalog. Like, I had no idea the amount of crap there is in this game. Like, there's just so much you can do. I'm glad I didn't put this bridge here because there's not enough land over there to warrant a bridge. There's just so much crap in this game, which is great. I love it. I love how many options we have in this game of furniture and things like that. So that is not a complaint by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm sure the creator of Dinkum is gonna keep updating the game, which is awesome. Awesome? Awesome. I have noticed a few control bugs in the game. Like sometimes when you try to set something down, instead of letting you orient it first, it'll just automatically set it down. And I thought it was a controller issue until I saw my friend do it, and she's on PC, and the same thing happened to her. So yeah, I'm trying to make like a little market stall here. Like I was trying to uh kind of showcase, what John has going on in his store. So I was trying to do that. I ended up switching out the tables because I did not like them. But, I put some sugar and I put this gem, but I didn't like how it sat. So I changed it for a doggo plush. And I put some, you know, what are those things called? Crates of food? Crates of veggies and stuff out. Yeah, here's where I changed the tables. I don't know why. Those were just too bright for me for some reason. You know what this game does need more of? Paths. This game needs more paths. I feel like there are not enough path options. There was something else that I was talking about with my friend that we needed more of. What was it? I don't remember, but if I can think of it in my next speed build, I will definitely let you know. But it was paths and something else. Oh, I cannot remember. More fountains would be nice too. We have some good fountain options right now, but some more fountains would be nice. More flowers would be nice too. Like we have a good amount of flowers, but I feel like flowers and nature items are something that you can never have too much of. And you could just always use them. But we have a decent amount, but I could do with more. I also would like to be able to put the coral in the water beds. I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong and you can do that, or if you genuinely can't, or if it has to be a certain deepness, maybe. I genuinely do not know, but I cannot. I tried to put coral in there and it did not work. So if anybody knows how to do that, please let me know. If you can't, I'm gonna be devastated, and I think that you should be able to do that. I tried to put a fence, but I didn't like the way the fence looks, so we're just going for an open air concept. We're going for an open air concept for this one, which actually ended up working out pretty well. See, we've got a good, decent, like, starter kit of flowers. Definitely need more bushes as well. Definitely more bushes. I love the lily pads. The lily pads are like the light of my life. They make me so happy. They're so cute. But there's so much going on in this game. It's really nice. It's really nice the variety that we have. I can't wait to move Rain in so I can build her a garden and move Erwin in and make him a whole ass petting zoo. Like I think that's what I want to do for him is make him a whole petting zoo theme. Is that overly ambitious? Yes. Am I still gonna try to do it? Yeah. I sure am. So, wish me luck. What have y'all been speed building? So far past this video, I built two parks because I got the museum and I was like, okay, I want to put terrariums around and like make a little, what is it called? Observatory. You can go in and see the bugs. And then I was like, I was starting to do it. I put the terrariums out, and then I was like, oh, but it'd be great if this connected to this park. And I was like, oh, but what if this park connected to this like what is it called? Like lookout area. So then I sat there and built two things that I absolutely did not set out to do that took me hours. Was this big park. This big park. But it came out pretty good. I'm pretty proud of it actually. It came out pretty well. But I haven't even started on the fucking terrarium observatory for the museum yet, and that's just very funny to me. So that's the next thing on the, what you call it, the docket, is to do the museum. And then after that, it just depends on who I move in next, you know? I think there needs to be an easier way to move in villagers on speed build. Because when you're playing speed build, you don't care about actually playing the game, you just want to move the villagers in. So I wonder if they'll do that, you know? If they'll give you a way to just move in villagers as you wish. Because if you want to play the game, you know, and try to get people in the old fashioned way, you can, but you can always switch to creative mode. It's not like you're always stuck in creative mode, so it's nice. Oh, I saw that alligator. I was like, "Nar! Alligator, nar!" I need to get better at using trees in my builds. I'm conscious of it here, but in my other builds that I've done, I have not been using trees. And I do like the overgrown nature look, so I need to be more aware of that in the future. Here we are with the finished Johns. Good. It's very simple, but I think for this being one of my first ever builds, that makes sense. I will get better and learn as I go. And I need us Dinkum creators, I need y'all to be posting these speed builds because I need some inspiration. I don't want shit from like a year ago, no offense. I want to see people in creative mode because I know that's going to take it to the next level. So I need y'all to get on it, please. I need to get inspired. But yeah, this is what I did, and I'm quite happy with it. And I can't wait to see what I make in the future. If you all have any recs for some speed builders, I'd love to know. But that's all for now. Please have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.